Today on the channel, we're going to look at the song Best of Both Worlds by Van Halen. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to play Best of Both Worlds by Van Halen. I'm going to show you the intro to the song and a little bit of the cool chords in the transition pieces, right? So this is a kind of a follow-up lesson to one that I did a long time ago, but I figured it'd be nice to revisit this song since we're on the weekend of the Van Halen remasters coming out with the Van Hagar year. So let's take a look at Best of Both Worlds. This song is in standard tuning. It's in the key of A. All right, and we're going to be playing the beginning of the song much like the song Highway to Hell, but it's played just a little bit differently. So the very beginning of this sounds like this. Then I'll show you how to do it and break it down with the tablature. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're going like this. This is a D chord. This is a D major with the F sharp on the bass. A D major chord is D, F sharp, A. So that's basically a D, this F sharp, and the A. If you play it in the regular first position, it sounds like this. We're taking that D and we're going to place it right there. So what I'm going to do is take my pinky and my ring finger, and I'm going to place it on the D on the third string and the A on the G string on the second fret, and I'm going to fret this F sharp up here on the low E string with my middle finger on the second fret. I'm going to mute the A string with the back of this finger, right? So I'm playing an open D string and the A and the D up here, right? Now I'm sliding up to a G. It looks a little unusual because, you know, it's like this, but I'm sliding up. We're making it easier. Point of playing guitar is to make things easy, not harder. So we're going to go twice on and twice on that G. So twice on this D major inversion. And this G is a G, open D. Gotta get my guitar back in tune. So it's a G, an open D, a G string, and a D here on the third fret. So I'm playing it with a pinky and my middle finger. So we're going then an A twice. So slowly. So then Eddie breaks it down to a little bit of a slower part, or a little quieter part. We're going to go. So what we're doing there, we're going to play the A twice. Like that, and we're going to pluck this chord. We're going to take our pick. We're going to take our pick and we're going to bury it like this between our middle finger and our palm. And we're going to play with our thumb. And we're going to be playing with our middle finger and our ring finger. And we're going to be playing like this. And our pointer finger. So we're going to be doing like a claw. So pointer, middle, and ring finger. And we're going to be plucking the D, G, and B strings with these fingers. And the bass note's going to be with the thumb. So we're going. I roll back a little bit on my guitar. So Eddie liked to use full blast volume distortion. All right, and we're going to roll back so it cleans up. This is a Joe Satriani Ibanez. I really like how this neck pickup sounds, so I split it, and I'm going to go single coil. On the record, Eddie played a Fender Stratocaster on the song, so that's why it sounds so nice and crystal clear. He probably doubled that really heavy part with a humbucker. Who knows? Eddie did all kinds of crazy tricks in the studio. But so we're going to pluck this A chord like this. We're going to do it twice. So it's 4 strings, A, D, G, and B, like this. We're going to play it like this. So the riff goes. So let's look at that part. So it's, we're going to play a G, and we're going to do a pedal tone on this A. Eddie loves pedal tones. If you watched my lessons before, I talk a lot about pedal tones. And pedal tones, what I consider a pedal tone is when you've got a bass note like this A over a G, then we got an A over a D, and then an A, right? So those are the 3 chords. G, that's a D major. What we're doing is the F sharp on the 4th fret on the D string. We're playing an A on the G string on the 2nd fret and a D on the 3rd fret on the B string. So it sounds like, but with an A on the bass. This is the same chord he's playing in the beginning like this, but the F sharp is there. But in this inversion, this F sharp is going to be right there. So you've got F sharp here, F sharp here, F sharp here, right? So we're going to go G, F, A, and then sometimes for fun, he kicks in this chord. And what this chord is, some people think it's just all the strings open, but I hear it as he's taking his pointer finger on the D string on the 2nd fret and playing this E, and he's playing all middle 4 strings. Okay? So it's like an A dominant 7 sus2 or something. I don't know what you want to call it. So we're going to be doing the thumb and the plucking like this, like a claw. That A, the A always stays constant, open. Then this chord. And he hits that chord before he goes back into. Let's look at that turnaround. So that second part is a lot longer than the beginning. The very, very beginning, he just plays it once, but then during that full chorus, he goes a longer time, but he ends it with. So let me show you that turnaround. So. So when he comes out of the. What we're doing there is we're hitting an open A, and we're going to slide into this C and play a D, and we're going to go low E, up and slide from an F sharp to a G and play an A. So you can do like this, or play open A. Either way is good. So slowly. That made a really good B-side for a Van Halen song. I don't know. Call it mustard on your leg or something like that. That's an inside joke for anybody that used to read guitar for the practicing musician back in the 80s. Call it mustard on your leg. Anyway, that's the beginning right there. So what I'm doing there is kind of like Footloose. So Eddie does a lot of those Led Zeppelin-y things. Kind of like rock and roll. Now let's look at some of these really interesting transition chords that he does. And what I mean by that is during the verse he does this when Sammy starts singing. A lot of people don't pay attention to this, but he does this thing where he goes So those transition chords, when he goes into the verse and he's got to come out of that verse into the chorus. So we're going to take an A major. We're going to go right down 4 strings. I'm going to play it with one finger, and we're going to go much like 3/16. Okay, so we're going to go and then go release it. So the first part is, then he goes, I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna slide into that E on the 2nd fret on the D string and play that A. Now that is a little, that's the way I hear it anyway. This is kind of an interpretation. It's kind of hard to hear what he's doing. He doesn't always play it the same way. So the very beginning. So what I did there was like this little blues lick. I guess that could be it too. So I'm going C to C sharp on the A string, up to the A. Then I'm going C sharp, A, G sharp, E, and then that's a G chord. We're going G sus to a G. We're playing part of that G chord, kind of like Hard Day's Night. Then he goes. Then F. the the little guitars thing, but something reached out and touched me goes down to an E. Then we're gonna go to a B. So I'm like doing this, like a sus4 thing on the top of this B chord. We're gonna go to a D, then F, G, A. But we're gonna break these chords up where I'm gonna take the top part of the sus chord and go. So I'm playing these major thirds on top of these chords. So that's a B, a D, an F, a G, and slide up to the A. If we did the full bar chord. Which you could do that too, right? But I think Eddie on the record goes, the string keeps getting caught. I'm going, hitting it once. Basically that's 10, 12, 14. Let's take a look at that verse again and do that whole transition slowly. Then another overdub guitar goes. Alright, there you go. There's Best of Both Worlds by Van Halen. I hope this was helpful and that you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And comment below. I love to hear from everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Until next time, peace out.